This is how you apply for asylum. It doesn't matter how you came in the United States, whether you came across the border or you came on a visa. Everybody in the United States has the right to apply for asylum. Asylum is when you're afraid to return to your country based upon a well-founded fear, persecution, or some sort of harm that will come to you on one of these 5 categories. The categories as following. It's on the basis of race, religion, national origin, political opinion, and membership in a social group. All right, now those are the main categories that you can use. I'll say it again. The first is race, second is religion, third is nationality, fourth is political opinion, and the fifth one, which I'm going to talk a little bit more, is membership in a particular group. That one, there's a lot of ways you might be eligible to apply for asylum. But the first few ones are very simple and straightforward. If you're coming from a country where you were persecuted on the basis of your religion, or your race or your national origin, you can apply for asylum. There's so much case law that shows that people that were persecuted on that basis of religion, race, national origin, it's a very straightforward application. You can fill it out, you can submit it. So it doesn't matter whether you came over the border and you're a migrant or you came on a visa, you can apply for those categories and file your case and do that. Now, the one that a lot of people will hire me for is political opinion, because political opinion is a little bit nuanced. And what I mean by nuances is that there's a lot of details that go into it. You might have been in a political party and you're active and you're calling for reform in your country or democracy or some sort of cause, and the government was oppressive towards you. They threatened you, or other political opposition parties threatened you or arrested you or attempted to harm you or your family members. So that's something that a lot of clients will hire me, and political opinion is really important as one of the key cases that you can apply for asylum. The fifth one, the one that I do a lot in terms of the different categories within it, is membership in a particular social group. So let's talk about that one, because perhaps you were not persecuted in your country on the basis of race, religion, nationality, or political opinion. Perhaps you fit within one of these types of categories that fall into particular social group. So here are some recognized social groups that the U.S. government had says, no problem, we will give you asylum and protection. Perhaps you were part of a tribe that was persecuted, or an ethnic group, maybe a social class within your country. Also, it could be family members of dissidents, political dissidents. Maybe you're not political yourself, but your family member that was very politically involved and you fit within that category. As well as gender. I know this may sound surprising, but a lot of gender-based violence exists in the world. Maybe on the basis of you being a woman in your country, you were going to face some sort of gender-based harm or oppression or persecution. That's a protected category for asylum. And then, of course, sexual orientation, which is now something that the U.S. government will protect you on the basis of sexual orientation. These are the categories for asylum. If you have those categories, do apply for asylum. Seek that protection. Asylum is something, it doesn't matter whether you came over the border or you came through a visa, you can apply for asylum and get protection. The way it works is by filing an application, whether it's with the immigration court or through USCIS directly. You have to make sure you attach enough evidence in support of your case, such as, let's say, police reports or affidavits. Your own personal story is really critical for this part. That's perhaps the most important part. But you can also get other types of evidence. If you don't have police reports or affidavits from friends or family, you can get psychological evaluations. Now, the great thing about asylum is that while your case is pending, you can also apply for a work permit. So 150 days after filing for asylum, you can apply for a work permit and get any type of job you want in America. And I have a lot of clients who came to America, they applied for asylum, and then they were able to, let's say, get married to a U.S. citizen. And we were able to do adjustment of status based upon marriage. So asylum is a way that perhaps protects you by giving you some sort of benefits, such as a work permit and some sort of status, so that immigration doesn't try to deport you right away. And later on, if you happen to get married, let's say to a US citizen, you can always change your status and do that and get a green card through that option. Thank you. All right.